how far flung we have come and how far do we have to go. A warm good morning to all of you present here. It is my great honor and privilege to welcome you all to this debate series 2023. On the behalf of Language Club, I welcome our honored Chairman Sir, I welcome our well-acclaimed Chief Guest, respectable Principal Sir, Managing Director, Manager Sir, and Coordinator Men, and our revered teachers, and of course our starling participants and our dear students. First and foremost, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our Chief Guest, Mrs. Namita Samant. Please have a huge round of applause for her. She graciously accepts our invitation to be with us in this debate series. Let me introduce her. Mrs. Namita Samant is a remarkable individual who has achieved great success in the field of education. She is an assistant professor in the Department of Higher Education. She did B.Ed and M.Ed from Kumaon University, Nainital. And there she has been the university topper in the year 2013. Besides this, Mrs. Namita Samant did Masters in Political Science and there she received the gold medal. She has diploma in IT and currently she is pursuing PhD. She cleared NET 3 times in 2013, 2014 and 2019. She is also a researcher and her research areas are e-learning, academic anxiety, motivation and technology in education. So students, she is a true inspiration for many and we are honored to have her grace with her presence. Please again welcome her with a huge clap. Thank you ma'am for sparing the time for us. So now we are about to commence our event by lighting the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. This is a symbolic movement that signifies the dispelling of darkness and igniting of thought and enlightenment. So I would like to call all the dignitaries on the stage for lamp lighting. Please come on the stage to light the lamp. Please clap students. Show some enthusiasm. I request Mrs. Suman Dubey ma'am to assist them. I also request the principal of Hindi mediums, Mr. I.D. Bhatt sir, to come on the stage. We deeply appreciate their presence, marking the auspicious beginning of our proceedings today.
दीपो ज्योति परम ज्योति दीपो ज्योति जनार्दना दीपो हरतु मे पापम दीपो ज्योति नमस्तुते शुभं करोतु कल्याणं आरोग्यं सुख संपदा देश बुद्धि विनाशाय आत्मज्योति नमस्तुते आत्मज्योति प्रदीप दीपाय गुरु ज्योति नमस्तुते।
हे शारदे मां, हे शारदे मां, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां। हे शारदे मां, हे शारदे मां, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां। तू स्वर्ग देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर्ग देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण में हमें प्यार दे मां। हे शारदे मां, हे शारदे मां, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां।
A heartfelt thanks to all the esteemed dignitaries for leading the auspicious beginning with a luminous start. We now officially declare the event open and proceed with our planned schedule. Now I would like to call our respected judges, Mr. Sarjit Gupta sir and Mr. Kailash Joshi sir. Please come on the stage. They both are the judges of today's debate series. So now, for the commencement of today's debate, I would like to call our respected HOD of the Language Club and my lovely colleague, Mrs. Kamala Tiwari ma'am. Please welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. So, without delay, let's continue. I feel immense pleasure to announce the significant purpose of our gathering today. The students of 12th class are here to discuss the topic of a debate. So I would like to introduce you all with Team AI Antagonist, led by Mihir Tiwari, and who is standing with his teammates. Please, Mihir, stand on your seat. Then Rafika, Aman, Kunal, and Priyanshi. So give a huge round of applause for this team to motivate them. And the second team of the debate is Team Tech Walks, led by our charming, very graceful girl Sania, and the head girl also Sania from class 12, with her fellow teammates Nikhil, Shivanshu, Palak, and Pulkit. So we wish you the best of luck in all your amazing efforts. So I am looking forward to have a good discussion, to have a good debate in the form of the ChatGPT AI. Okay, so please, all those participants, we are wishing a good luck to you, and we are looking forward to have a good debate. So you can take your seat, please. So life is all about to holding on and letting go. So if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dream your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by nails to make trap of fools, or was the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them without tools? If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on turn of pitch and toss and loss and start again at your beginnings and never breath a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone. And so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will. We say to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and creep your virtues, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minutes with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth, my son, yours is the earth and the earth is yours. So let me introduce the topic of the debate of the day, and the topic of the debate is the ChatGPT AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. If is it yes, so please let us know how. And if it is no, so let us discuss about the thing, okay? I would like to lay the foundation of the topic, AI, that is artificial intelligence. The term is given by John McCarthy, who is considered as the father of artificial intelligence. McCarthy was an American computer scientist. Knowing the history of AI is important in understanding where AI is now and which form and where it may go in the future. In this debate, we are looking forward to listen to our super orators covering all the major developments with positive outcomes and destined repercussions of artificial intelligence. So my dear students, let me know the rubrics of the debate today. So this Team Tech Walks has 5 participants in the form of Sania the leader, Palak, Nikhil Gupta, Pulkit and Shivanshu. So this first round is divided into 4 or 5 categories. So judges को number देना है on the content and fluency and intonation, grammatical accuracy and expression. Total number of first round is 10. And then we will come to the second round, that may be the rebuttal round, and in this round, the round includes 8 questions for 40 marks. To total, this complete debate series is counted up to 50 marks. So without any delay, I just want to all the participants to make sure what is the series of their name. Are they sure? Do they have any confusion? So should we start? You all know about the rules and regulations. One participant will stand here and leader will come there and he will speak, okay? Then Sania, your turn. Then according to this test, you have to speak, right? And I would like to request to our respected judges that please, all 10 participants are here. You have to select the 2 best orators on the basis of the accuracy and voice intonation, and whatever the voice art is in their voice while they are speaking. So this is your responsibility to make sure who are the best orator, and they will get the trophy at the end of this session. So I would like to pass the mic to the captain of Team AI Antagonist. So give a huge round of applause to motivate our leader, Mihir.
Essential part of human intelligence, and without emotional intelligence artificial intelligence will remain incomplete. With this starting line, a cheerful morning to Honorable Management Council, respected judges, diligent teachers, and all my worthy opponents and listeners. Today, I, Mihir Tiwari of Class 12, is standing here to represent my team, AI Antagonist, on this enlightening debate on the topic, the ChatGPT AI. Is the risk of unintended consequences too high? So let us begin with the basic idea of what is AI about. Simply, it is a simulation of human capabilities processed by machines and computer systems. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a world where artificial intelligence surpasses human capabilities, threatening the very existence of our species. These are the words of Stephen Hawking, and today we delve into the profound implications of this technological advancement. These AI chatbots relies heavily on data and programming, which clearly means that it cannot think out of the box. Let me give you an example. You all might have probably heard about the Amazon's experimental hiring a few years ago. They used AI technology for hiring candidates, but this was found to be discriminatory against women. But how? That AI chatbot was trained to hire applicants by observing the data of previous 10 years, which effectively prefers male candidates and rejects the resume that even consisted the word woman in it. In 2016, an AI chatbot launched by Microsoft named Tay has to be shut down only under 16 hours of its launch because of its inflammatory and offensive tweets to its Twitter account. Even a research states that training a single AI bot might emit up to 3 lakh kg of carbon dioxide, which is almost 5 times of lifetime emission of an average car. Now, considering the fact about job displacement, you all will not have the job likely in the future because your jobs will likely to be taken by AI. There will be no reason why a company will hire you if they can hire an AI which can perform the same task more efficiently and 10 times less cheaper than you. I agree that there would be jobs that were created, but comparatively low and less paid. These AI applications nowadays can perform majority of repetitive and tedious tasks, which means we do not need to memorize things. So we intend to use our brain lesser and lesser, which leads to the statement said by Albert Einstein that one day the world will have generations of idiots when this technology surpasses human intelligence. Now, to conclude, I would like to say that all that glitters is not gold. This AI will definitely raise questions against education, politics, unemployment, defense, and every possible sector. Actually, handy doesn't always mean healthy. Somewhere, these AI bots are treating humans like an object and packing them in the boxes. And somewhere, these AI chatbots are fracturing the player's finger while playing chess with them. Somewhere, these AI robots are throwing children straight down from stairs because of some malfunctioning. And somewhere, these AI-based self-driven cars are creating thousands of accidents of innocent people each year. So I would like to conclude by saying that how can you emphasize the matter that is such an ultimatum to even human existence? I repeat, the matter that is such an ultimatum to even human existence. Thank you very much.
We know what we are, but not what we may be. So this beautiful quote, a very warm and cheerful morning to one and all present here. Respected chairperson, chief guests, dignitaries, teachers, my worthy opponents, and all the dear students. This is Sania of Class 12, and today I stand before you as the captain of Team Tech Walks. And today I'll be speaking in against of the motion of the topic, AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. Well, while concerning and acknowledging the risk associated with AI, me and my team firmly believes that the risk of unintended consequences are not insurmountable. And even the potential benefits far outweigh all the concerns. Now, take an example of CEO of Microsoft. As he says that the upcoming AI will not going to replace humans. It is just going to amplify the capabilities of human beings. Also, coming to the current context, see the example where people associate AI to the loss of jobs. Let's take an example of basketball. You see basketball which is played in the same way. Earlier it was never being played like this. It used to have an actual bucket or a basket on the top. And people used to throw that ball into the basket. And there used to be a person in the ladder who used to take that ball out from the bucket. Now it continued to 18 years. Surprising, isn't it? Until one day when a man told, why not to put the bottom of that basket? In this way, playing basketball went convenient and efficient. But there was one person who was unhappy, and that was the person who used to climb on the ladder, because that was his job, and here he is losing his job. But this is what happens, right? Whenever we step forward towards development or we are innovating something, few jobs are lost, but it is just for the short-term period. Consider the first tech revolution. When steam engines came into the scene, people were afraid that it might take their jobs. But it took them 8 decades to understand that here at a very short term, if it is taking their jobs, in future it will definitely create enormous jobs. And it did, we know that. Same goes for AI. AI is being known and very well said that it will going to provide about 97% of the jobs. Now I consider that you must know some benefits about AI. So, AI had been vastly used in different kinds of fields that we know. And also, AI has a capability to reduce the time. Work productivity is very high in it, which gives the innovation, which ultimately gives to the innovation. Also, AI has a great use in space exploration. It improves the communication between spacecraft and Earth. And also, in healthcare, it has a huge importance. See, it helps in diagnosis and drug discovery. One very known AI is DA-Vinci surgical robot, which helps the surgeon to assess that how to perform surgery, and it will lead to the better performance of all the surgeons. Now, one thing here you have to remember, and that is that AI is just a tool, not a threat. I repeat, AI is a tool, not a threat. We have to understand that. If we have to see the future. In AI, in future definitely AI will bring an enormous change, and definitely it will increase our productivity, our efficiency will be increased there. Lastly, I'm going to say you one thing, that AI wants a perfect controlling. It says that we want an action, a proper control for the rule that will create for proper development and deployment. Lastly, I would like to conclude my speech by the famous quote of Andrew Ng, which says that AI is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the future. Embrace it, and together we can lead to a better future. Thank you.
Once, Stephen Hawking said, the development of full artificial intelligence would spare the end of human race. Good morning to everyone, respected judges, teachers, and all my worthy opponents. Today, I, Kunal of class 12th A from the team AI Antagonist, standing for the favor of the topic, the ChatGPT AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. So what is AI? Artificial intelligence is the science of making machines that can think like humans. Also, it can perform tasks that are considered smart. AI can store large amount of data unlike humans. So what is the problem with AI? Bias and discrimination are a serious problem which are related to AI, and it have a real world consequences on the world. The AI are based on data, and if data is biased, the AI will also be biased. And this can lead to discrimination against certain groups of people, for example, minorities or women. This can also lead to unfair treatment and exclusion in various areas such as employment, healthcare, and criminal justice. For example, in 2019, it was discovered that the AI system which was used by US Justice Department was found to bias against black people. According to that AI system, the black people are the one who always commit the crime and they should be subjected to jail. Also, there is no accountability in AI. Who will be responsible for the AI-based decision? So it raises a question that who will be responsible for the AI-based outcomes. As an AI autonomous weapon, it is designed to operate independently and it has the capability to take action and to take decisions without human direct control. So it can also take military operations without itself. Also, when we use AI in defense, it raises legal and ethical concerns. For example, in 2017, a US military robot was used by the US military in Afghan and it killed innocent Afghani people who was carrying a toy gun. So it misinterpreted the Afghani people by misinterpreting the toy gun, but it was not actually the real gun. Also, I would like to end my speech by saying that if we will not regulate AI, then it can become a threat to humanity. So I hope that you will support me for proving that yes, it is the unintended consequences of AI are too high. Thank you.
Practice like you have never won and perform like you have never lost. With these lines, a bright morning to honorable dignitaries, chief guests, jury members, respected teachers, worthy opponents, and my dear brothers and sisters. I am Palak Adhikari from class 12. As already mentioned, I stand before you to speak against the motion, that is, ChatGPT AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. Now that you are aware of the overview, I would like to add on. When it comes to AI, it has two main types. Number 1, narrow AI and number 2, general AI. Narrow AI is a kind of AI which can perform specific tasks such as facial recognition, language translation, playing chess, etc. On the other hand, general AI refers to a kind of AI which can perform certain intellectual tasks like a human can do. In simple words, general AI is like a jack of all the trades, whereas narrow AI is more like a specialist. Now, as we know, today AI is becoming an integral part, revolutionizing the way we interact with technology. However, there are concerns and misconceptions about AI being a threat to humanity. I firmly believe that AI is a tool, yes, a tool, which we can harness for our benefit rather than something to fear with. Firstly, AI can perform certain tasks, therefore freeing up space for us to focus on more meaningful endeavors. Secondly, AI can perform and greatly contribute towards scientific advancements and technology, therefore leading to a better future and bright industrial growth. Furthermore, AI can also assist us in disaster response by analyzing huge amounts of data and providing real-time insights in order to save lives and mitigate its impacts. However, the responsibility lies within us to ensure that AI is being developed morally and ethically with proper regulation. Now, this reminds me of some lines by Gary Kasparov, which were, AI is not a threat to humanity. Rather, it is an extension to our abilities. So, let us together embrace AI as a tool which can work hand in hand with humans for a better and brighter future ahead. Thank you.
In the words of Sundar Pichai, I quote, artificial intelligence will have many profound impact on humanity than electricity, fire and internet. Honorable dignitaries and my dear fellow participants, good morning to one and all present here. I am Priyanshi from 12th standard representing my team AI Antagonist. First of all, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have social and technological advancement, AI. If you have ever posted online, you ought to be concerned. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, had some 300 billion words scrapped from internet. What if I say ChatGPT, a data privacy nightmare? Why? First, none of us were asked whether AI could use our data. This is a clear violation of privacy, especially when our data is sensitive. Second, AI stated that it may share users' personal information with unspecified third parties without informing them. Third, AI stated that it offered no procedure for the individual to check whether their data has been stored or requested to be deleted. Proceeding forward with an example. If you have ever seen former US President Barack Obama calling Donald Trump a complete dipshit or
I agree that there would be jobs that were created, but comparatively low and less paid. These AI applications nowadays can perform majority of repetitive and tedious tasks, which means we do not need to memorize things. So we intend to use our brain lesser and lesser, which leads to the statement said by Albert Einstein that one day the world will have generations of idiots when this technology surpasses human intelligence. Now, to conclude, I would like to say that all that glitters is not gold. This AI will definitely raise questions against education, politics, unemployment, defense, and every possible sector. Actually, handy doesn't always mean healthy. Somewhere, these AI bots are treating humans like an object and packing them in the boxes. And somewhere, these AI chatbots are fracturing the player's finger while playing chess with them. Somewhere, these AI robots are throwing children straight down from stairs because of some malfunctioning. And somewhere, these AI-based self-driven cars are creating thousands of accidents of innocent people each year. So I would like to conclude by saying that how can you emphasize the matter that is such an ultimatum to even human existence? I repeat, the matter that is such an ultimatum to even human existence. Thank you very much.
We know what we are, but not what we may be. So this beautiful quote, a very warm and cheerful morning to one and all present here. Respected chairperson, chief guests, dignitaries, teachers, my worthy opponents, and all the dear students. This is Sania of class 12, and today I stand before you as the captain of Team Tech Walks. And today I'll be speaking in against of the portion of the topic, AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. Well, while concerning and acknowledging the risk associated with AI, me and my team firmly believes that the risk of unintended consequences are not insurmountable, and even the potential benefits far outweigh all the concerns. Now, take an example of CEO of Microsoft, as he says that the upcoming AI will not going to replace humans. It is just going to amplify the capabilities of human beings. Also, coming to the current context, see the example where people associate AI to the loss of jobs. Let's take an example of basketball. You see basketball which is played in the same way. Earlier it was never been played like this. It used to have an actual bucket or a basket on the top. And people used to throw that ball into the basket. And there used to be a person in the ladder who used to take that ball out from the bucket. Now it continued to 18 years. Surprising, isn't it? Until one day when a man told, why not to put the bottom of that basket? In this way, playing basketball went convenient and efficient. But there was one person who was unhappy, and that was the person who used to climb on the ladder, because that was his job, and here he is losing his job. But this is what happens, right? Whenever we step forward towards development or we are innovating something, few jobs are lost, but it is just for the short-term period. Consider the first tech revolution. When steam engines came into the scene, people were afraid that it might take their jobs. But it took them 8 decades to understand that here at a very short term, if it is taking their jobs, in future it will definitely create enormous jobs. And it did, we know that. Same goes for AI. AI is being known and very well said that it will going to provide about 97% of the jobs. Now I consider that you must know some benefits about AI. So, AI had been vastly used in different kinds of fields that we know. And also, AI has a capability to reduce the time. Work productivity is very high in it, which gives the innovation, which ultimately gives to the innovation. Also, AI has a great use in space exploration. It improves the communication between spacecraft and Earth, and also in healthcare it has a huge importance. See, it helps in diagnosis and drug discovery. One very known AI is DA Vinci surgical robot, which helps the surgeon to assess that how to perform surgery, and it will lead to the better performance of all the surgeons. Now, one thing here you have to remember, and that is that AI is just a tool, not a threat. I repeat, AI is a tool, not a threat. We have to understand that. If we have to see the future in AI. In future, definitely AI will bring an enormous change, and definitely it will increase our productivity. Our efficiency will be increased there. Lastly, I'm gonna say you one thing, that AI wants a perfect controlling. It says that we want an action, a proper control for the rule that we create for proper development and deployment. Lastly, I would like to conclude my speech by the famous quote of Andrew Ng, which says that AI is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the future. Embrace it, and together we can lead to a better future. Thank you.
Once, Stephen Hawking said, the development of full artificial intelligence would spare the end of human race. Good morning to everyone, respected judges, teachers, and all my worthy opponents. Today, I, Kunal of class 12th A from the team AI Antagonist, standing for the favor of the topic, the ChatGPT AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. So what is AI? Artificial intelligence is the science of making machines that can think like humans. Also, it can perform tasks that are considered smart. AI can store large amount of data unlike humans. So what is the problem with AI? Bias and discrimination are a serious problem which are related to AI, and it have a real world consequences on the world. The AI are based on data, and if data is biased, the AI will also be biased. And this can lead to discrimination against certain groups of people, for example, minorities or women. This can also lead to unfair treatment and exclusion in various areas such as employment, healthcare, and criminal justice. For example, in 2019, it was discovered that the AI system which was used by US Justice Department was found to bias against black people. According to that AI system, the black people are the one who always commit the crime, and they should be subjected to jail. Also, there is no accountability in AI. Who will be responsible for the AI-based decision? So it raises a question that who will be responsible for the AI-based outcomes. As an AI autonomous weapon, it is designed to operate independently, and it has the capability to take action and to take decisions without human direct control. So it can also take military operation without itself. Also, when we use AI in defense, it raises legal and ethical concerns. For example, in 2017, a US military robot was used by the US military in Afghan, and it killed innocent Afghani people who was carrying a toy gun. So it misinterpreted the Afghani people by misinterpreting the toy gun, but it was not actually the real gun. Also, I would like to end my speech by saying that if we will not regulate AI, then it can become a threat to humanity. So I hope that you will support me for proving that yes, it is the unintended consequences of AI are too high. Thank you.
Practice like you have never won, and perform like you have never lost. With these lines, a bright morning to honorable dignitaries, chief guests, jury members, respected teachers, worthy opponents, and my dear brothers and sisters. I am Palak Adhikari from class 12. As already mentioned, I stand before you to speak against the motion, that is, ChatGPT AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. Now that you are aware of the overview, I would like to add on. When it comes to AI, it has two main types. Number 1, narrow AI, and number 2, general AI. Narrow AI is a kind of AI which can perform specific tasks such as facial recognition, language translation, playing chess, etc. On the other hand, general AI refers to a kind of AI which can perform certain intellectual tasks like a human can do. In simple words, general AI is like a jack of all the trades, whereas narrow AI is more like a specialist. Now, as we know, today AI is becoming an integral part, revolutionizing the way we interact with technology. However, there are concerns and misconceptions about AI being a threat to humanity. I firmly believe that AI is a tool, yes, a tool, which we can harness for our benefit rather than something to fear with. Firstly, AI can perform certain tasks, therefore freeing up space for us to focus on more meaningful endeavors. Secondly, AI can perform and greatly contribute towards scientific advancements and technology, therefore leading to a better future and bright industrial growth. Furthermore, AI can also assist us in disaster response by analyzing huge amounts of data and providing real-time insights in order to save lives and mitigate its impacts. However, the responsibility lies within us to ensure that AI is being developed morally and ethically with proper regulation. Now, this reminds me of some lines by Garry Kasparov, which were, AI is not a threat to humanity. Rather, it is an extension to our abilities. So, let us together embrace AI as a tool which can work hand in hand with humans for a better and brighter future ahead. Thank you. In the words of Sundar Pichai, I quote, artificial intelligence will have many profound impact on humanity than electricity, fire and internet. Honorable dignitaries and my dear fellow participants, good morning to one and all present here. I am Priyanshi from 12th standard representing my team, AI Antagonist. First of all, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have Prasad Zuckerberg having control of total billions of people data. Or recently, a deepfake video of actor Rashmika that went viral on social media. AI can be used to manipulate public sentiment. The texts produced by AI tools are based on massive data and it makes it difficult to determine who is responsible for the content created. I repeat, who is responsible for the content created, who is the author of the content, and whether is there any accountability for the result. The danger of AI is not that it's too smart, but that it's not smart enough to understand its own limitations. I want to conclude my speech by saying, privacy should be considered not as something to hide, but as something to protect. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Artificial intelligence is not a substitute for human intelligence. It's a tool to amplify human creativity and ingenuity. With this powerful statement by an American computer scientist, Fifi Lee, a pleasant good morning to respected Chairman Sir, Chief Guest, Principal Sir, MD Sir, and all my dear students, all my dear friends. This is Nikhil Gupta standing before you to advocate the incredible potential of artificial intelligence in the economic growth. And I am speaking against the motion of this topic. AI has emerged as a transformative force, reshaping the way we live, work, and interact with the world. One of the notable advancements in the realm of AI is the creation of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a large language model which has the ability to generate human-like text, which makes it a powerful tool for a wide range of applications. It can provide answers to our questions, it can provide information, and even offer some creative ideas. Now, let me give you some data that Sir Nageshwaram uploaded on economic survey, that capital investment and digital transformation are going to add 0.5 to 0.8% in the India's GDP by the fiscal year 24. Now let me tell you why my opponents and other people are so much worried about this technology, because it has the ability to do the task that currently humans are doing. But it is only a small part of change that AI is going to bring. Actually, AI is taking away the most difficult, demeaning, repetitive and risky jobs. Now let me tell you that AI is likely to transform the jobs rather than replace them entirely. Yes, transformation. It means that AI is going to create jobs in the fields which were never known. We have never thought of them. As Sir John Chamber has said, 65% of the kids that are presently in school will end up with jobs that do not exist today. Let me give you some example of jobs that AI is going to build, like prompt engineering, AI ethics specialist, AI cybersecurity, data detectives, programmers, robotic engineers, and there are so many jobs that AI is going to create. According to a recent report by World Economic Forum, AI is expected to replace 85 million jobs worldwide till the year 2025. In the same data, they have said that AI will create 97 million jobs in the same time frame. So we can see a net of 12 million jobs till the next year only. Now let me conclude my speech by saying that AI has the capability to boost Indian economy by providing opportunity for growth and innovation. Now let me end this speech by saying a quote by Sir Amit Rai, that the coming era of AI will not be the era of war. It will be the era of deep compassion, love and non-violence. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Misunderstanding is generally more simpler than true understanding, and hence it is more simpler to be misunderstood. With these lines, good morning to respected chairman sir, good morning to respected chief guest ma'am, manager sir, principal sir, coordinator ma'am, principal sir, and everyone present here. Today I, Aman Chaisali, a student of class 12 and a member of Team AI Antagonist, is presenting you a debate which I am in favor. The topic is the ChatGPT AI will lead to unintended consequences too high. Most recently, PM Modi stated deepfakes as one of the biggest threats and added that deepfakes can cause chaos in the society. So, what are these deepfakes? Deepfake AI is one of the trending AI tools and is used to morph faces in images and videos. According to a report of Euronews, it can take less than 25 minutes and cost nothing to create a minute-long deepfake video. These deepfakes video can be misused to spread misinformation and confuse people about sensitive topics. In the beginning of Russia-Ukraine war, a deepfake video of Ukrainian President Zelensky was spreading vigorously over the internet, where the president was saying to the soldiers that you should back off. Moreover, in India, during the wrestlers' protest, a deepfake photo of wrestler Vinay Pandey and Sangeeta Fogart was spreading on the internet, which created a confusion in the wits of people. Moreover, in year 2022, Zomato launched an ad. In this ad, the actor Hrithik Roshan suggested people to have specific dishes from specific restaurants according to their locations. This ad in Ujjain shows Hrithik saying that you should order a thali from Mahakal. This ad went viral and it was based on deepfake AI and offended many Hindu sentiments. These AIs are causing and will cause more chaos according to PM Modi. According to Geoffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI, in about 5 to 20 years, AI will be 50% more smarter than humans. And if it will be more smarter, it will definitely replace us. At last, as an AI antagonist, I, Aman Chaisali, is strongly opposing these AI. Thank you.
Our intelligence, what makes us human, and AI is the extension of that quality. So with this line, I, Pulkit of class 12, standing against the motion which is ChatGPT, AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. So it all started on 1952 when a computer scientist named Arthur Samuel developed a program to play checker and integrated a self-learning module. That was the beginning, and now we encounter multiple AI-based software that learn from us and play a vital role. One of the examples is ChatGPT. Nowadays, AI has been used in cybersecurity to detect and to respond in cyber threat in real time. AI can analyze large amount of data and can be very beneficial to detect the threat. There are numerous negative effects like job loss due to AI automation, lack of data privacy, social manipulation and autonomous weapons powered by AI. But as we insist on using it, we also try to solve these kinds of problems. AI can be used in cold cases like by descripting the footages, videos and pictures. At a time like COVID-19, we can use AI a lot by processing various data given by various countries. Researchers use modules like SIR, GLIAM, TransIm to know about the conditions of virus in different parts of countries. At last, I want to end this by saying why we feel something is dangerous. If I take you to the Stone Age, humans are afraid of fire until a man rubbed a 2 stones which sets fire to the nearby land. So, thank you.
Raise your voice, not your words. Raise your words, not your voice. Cause it is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. Yes, it is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. With this motivation line, good morning to respected judges, my worthy opponents, my participants, and the audience. I, Rafik Karada of class 12, humbly express my thanks for your interest in our debate regarding ChatGPT. Is the risk of unintended consequences too high? And I am speaking in the favor of this motion. So let's begin. Artificial intelligence is a natural language process that is used to create human-like conversation and dialogue. And as we all know that this language model can respond to questions and compose various written articles including emails, codes, social media posts, lyrics and etc. But my question is that what is the impact of ChatGPT on education? What is the impact of ChatGPT on education? Despite being helpful in the field of education, it has raised questions and disturbance to teachers as well as academics. Since it has no human interaction, it only leads to misleading such as manipulating students, cheating tricks and such other ways that provokes students to use chatbots for their needs, which eventually leads to lack of creativity, inaccurate feedback, loss of human interaction and limited understanding knowledge. I think AI takes away the meaning of learning process within the classroom and of course it narrows down the learning and the perspective the students have. So, but the main impact that GPT has on education is the blocking of creativity. Yes, the main impact that GPT has on education is the blocking of creativity. Since it doesn't require human interaction, it just leads to manipulating and it's just for cheating tricks. So, if students become over-reliant on ChatGPT, will they be able to learn these skills in the future? This is my question. If they become over-reliant on ChatGPT, their independent critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills may deteriorate. Over time, students may lose their ability to think out of the box and generate growing up, the impact that GPT has on education has been undoubtedly hard to ignore. Why? Because it has already moved the foundation of it. At last, I just want to say, technology can be very effective and enhancing to a student for a learning perspective. But I just want to say that it only destroys and only kills us. Why? So, the gut of the world should be us and not AI. Yes, the gut of the world should be us and not AI. Thank you and have a nice day.
Everything that is made beautiful, fair and loving is made for the eye of the one who sees. With these lines, good morning everyone, respected chairman sir, respected chief guest, jury members, all the dignitaries and my worthy opponents. I am Shivanshu, a team member of Tech Walks, and today I am speaking against the motion of the topic, ChatGPT AI is the risk of unintended consequences too high. So let me tell you about artificial intelligence or AI. AI refers to the development of computer system that would perform tasks which will typically require human intelligence. Moreover, AI has the potential to improve various industries and our lives in many ways, such as in agricultural field or in the healthcare sector. So, however, like any powerful technology, there are potential risks associated with AI. These risks include potential privacy concerns or bias in algorithm. But to address these risks, proper regulation is crucial. So now I would like to tell you about the use of AI in the agricultural field. As we all know that India is the powerhouse of agricultural sector. About 48.8% people of India work in the primary sector or in the agricultural sector. So the use of AI in the agricultural sector is for weather forecasting and to detect pests and disease in the crop, to minimize the crop failure. So now I would like to tell you about the use of AI in the healthcare sector. So several programs are started by the Indian government. First is Healthify Me. This is an AI-based app which adopts RIA as an AI tool which provides answers about fitness, wellness and nutrition to the users in 10 different languages. And secondly, Pharmacy. You all have heard about Pharmacy. It is online home delivery app for medicines which allow users to connect with the pharmacies, and it works on machine learning and tools and for big data analysis. Third, Stack. STAQUE, Stack. It is a Gurugram based program which detects the body temperature above 37 degrees Celsius through thermal camera. So at last I would like to conclude my speech by saying these lines. A knife can be used to cut fruits and vegetables, but alongside it can use to hurt people also. So in the same way, we have to use AI for our benefits or to make our life easier rather than harming others. Thank you and have a nice day.
So, in this way the debate has completed its first round successfully. All the speakers rocked the round. Team Tech Walks and Team Antagonist did well. Now we are moving towards the second round, the most crucial round of rebuttal. So I would like to inform both the team, you will get ample of time to prepare the questions, because before this round, I would like to call our chief guest of the day on the stage to bless our participant, because she has to move during the debate and I hope she will spend more time with us. Please, ma'am, please come on the stage.
परम वंदनीय मां शारदे के प्रांगण में उपस्थित प्रबंधक महोदय, चेयरमैन सर, सारे प्राध्यापक और मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, मेरा रोम रोम रोमांचित है कि मां आज इस विद्यालय में आमंत्रित हूँ। सभी अध्यापकों का, यहाँ पर जो भी सम्मानित सदस्यगण हैं जिन्होंने मुझे निमंत्रण दिया, आपका मैं हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करती हूँ। आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। प्यारे बच्चों, AI हम सब सुनते हुए ही आ रहे हैं और ये हमारे जीवन का अभिन्न अंग है और अभिन्न अंग रहेगा। हम इससे अलग नहीं हो सकते चाहकर भी। जैसे हम मोबाइल नहीं छोड़ पा रहे हैं आज, तो क्या कल हम AI को छोड़ पाएंगे? कभी नहीं। हमें उसके साथ जीना सीखना पड़ेगा, कुछ नियमों को अपनाना पड़ेगा। AI एक मशीन है, एक टूल है, एक प्रोग्राम है जो वो सारे कार्य कर सकता है जो उसके अंदर फीड किए गए हैं। जो डेटाबेस उसको फीड किया गया है वो उसके आधार पर हमारी समस्त समस्याओं का समाधान चंद मिनटों में, क्षणों में कर सकता है। लेकिन वो हमारे मानव के अंदर की मानवता, हमारे अंदर की उदारता, हमारी दया, करुणा, हमारे अंदर के प्रेम को प्रदर्शित नहीं कर सकता। वह एक मशीन है, एक टूल है। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, यहाँ दोनों ही टीम ने बहुत ही अच्छे अपने विचार प्रस्तुत किए, बहुत मेहनत की है इसमें। और बहुत सारे बच्चे जो बातें कर रहे हैं शायद वो इंटरेस्टेड नहीं, क्योंकि AI एक कंप्यूटर से रिलेटेड एक सब्जेक्ट है, एक कंटेंट है। वो हो नहीं सकता कि जो आर्टिस्टिक हमारे बच्चे हैं उनको इंटरेस्ट लगे। बट बच्चों, सबके लिए जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि हमने उसका इस्तेमाल कैसे करना है। हम उससे बच नहीं सकते और बचना चाहेंगे भी तो हमारा कोई अस्तित्व रह नहीं जाएगा भविष्य में। बहुत बड़े इतिहासकार और लेखक हैं इजराइल के युवाल नोहा हरारी। उनकी 3 किताबें आप सभी को पढ़नी चाहिए। पहली किताब है सेपियंस। हम सभी होमो सेपियंस प्रजाति के हैं। बहुत सारी प्रजातियां थी प्राचीन काल में, सिर्फ मानव की एक ही प्रजाति ने इतनी उन्नति की है कि आप सब हम लोग बैठे हुए हैं। क्यों? इसका कारण है हमारी जो इमोशनल संवेदनशीलता है, जिसको हम बोलते हैं इमोशनल, जो हमारा अटैचमेंट है, इसके अलावा जो हमने अपने को एडेप्ट किया, अनुकूल बनाया, वो सारी चीजें हमें आज तक जीवित रखे हुए हैं, हमारे अस्तित्व को बनाए हुए हैं और हम प्रगति पे प्रगति किए जा रहे हैं। इसके अलावा सेपियंस एक किताब है, उसके अलावा दूसरी बुक है 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, कि कैसे आपने इस सेंचुरी में जीने के लिए उन्होंने 21 नियम बताए हैं। और तीसरी किताब है होमोड्यूस। होमोड्यूस मतलब जो इंसान ही देवता बन जाएगा, बन गया है। AI का निर्माण जिसने किया होगा, कुछ ना कुछ सोच के तो किया होगा। हाँ, हम उसको क्रिएटिव नहीं कह सकते, क्योंकि क्रिएटिव तो मानव ही हो सकता है, वो आर्टिफिशियल है तो है। जो नेचर से नर्चर हो रहा है वो प्राकृतिक है, वो नेचुरल है। हम ह्यूमन बीइंग, हम प्रकृति से जो अन्न पैदा हो रहा है हम उसको खा रहे हैं, वो हमारे अंदर फीड हो रहा है। लेकिन AI के अंदर वो डेटा फीड हो रहा है जो हमारे द्वारा डेटा पब्लिकली सोशल मीडियाज पे या विभिन्न वेबसाइटों पर दिया जा रहा है। हमारी भारत की बात कहूँ तो प्राइवेसी की कोई वैल्यू ही नहीं है। बहुत सारे देशों में प्राइवेसी को लेकर बहुत सारे नियम बनाए गए हैं, कानून बनाए गए हैं, लेकिन यहाँ ऐसा कोई नियम नहीं है, कानून नहीं है। तो हमको अपनी अपनी जिम्मेदारी सुनिश्चित करनी है, अपनी अपनी भागीदारी सुनिश्चित करनी है कि कैसे हमने इस चीजों को संभालना है, खुद को संभालना है। बहुत अट्रैक्टिव लगता है मोबाइल, बहुत सारे एप्लीकेशंस हमें बहुत मजेदार, रोमांचक लगते हैं, लेकिन उसका इस्तेमाल कितना खतरनाक हो सकता है वो हम सब, आप लोग आए दिन मोबाइल में जो न्यूज आती है या न्यूज़पेपर्स में आते हैं, हम सुनते ही आ रहे हैं। हम किसी भी टेक्नोलॉजी को इनकार नहीं कर सकते अपनाने से, लेकिन हमें उसके साथ जीना होगा। एथिक्स और मोरालिटी ही एकमात्र एक ऐसी चीज है जो इनके साथ हमें जीवन यापन करने के लिए पूर्ण रूप से ताकत दे सकती है और हमें समझदारी दे सकती है। तो प्यारे बच्चों, ये जो AI है जरूरी भी है और हमें उसके कुछ नियम जो फॉलो करने पड़ेंगे वो भी बहुत जरूरी है कि हम उसको जानें कि हमने क्या इस्तेमाल करना है, कैसे करना है, क्या लिमिटेशंस हैं। क्योंकि आने वाले टाइम पे जो ये हमें सिनारियो दिख रहा है ये भी बहुत जल्दी बदलने वाला है। बहुत साल पहले किसी ज्ञान को डबल करने में, किसी नॉलेज को बढ़ाने में हमें 100 साल लग गए थे, कभी 50 साल लगे, कभी 20 साल लगे। आजकल एक क्लिक में, आज की डेट में एक क्लिक के मात्र से हमारे ज्ञान में 100 गुना ज्यादा वृद्धि हो रही है। कम्युनिकेशन इतना फास्ट हो गया है, तो उस फास्ट इतनी तेज गति से बढ़ती और विकसित हो रही दुनिया में अपने अस्तित्व को बनाए रखने के लिए हमने अपनी मानवता के उन गुणों को कायम रखना है जो वास्तव में हमें मानव बना रहे हैं। हमने ह्यूमैनिटी की ओर जाना है, हमने नैतिकता की ओर जाना है, हमने एथिक्स की ओर जाना है। तो इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ बहुत कुछ कहना चाहती थी, बट समय की कमी भी है। और आप सभी को बहुत बहुत आप लोगों को मेरी तरफ से शुभकामनाएं हैं। आप सभी ने बहुत अच्छा बोला, बहुत मेहनत की है। इसके पीछे का जो होमवर्क है आपका, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू।
क्योंकि हर इंस्टीट्यूट का एक नियम होता है कि जब अतिथि को बुलाया जाता है तो उनको कुछ गिफ्ट, कुछ भेंट दिए जाने की परंपरा है। तो एक छोटी सी भेंट हमारे विद्यालय परिवार की ओर से मैम को दिए जाने के लिए मैं मैनेजमेंट कमेटी से अनुरोध करूंगी, प्लीज़ आइए और मैम का सम्मान कीजिए। थैंक यू मैम। आप जब तक आपका टाइम नहीं होता प्लीज बैठिए एंड बी विद अस। हमारे बच्चों को मोटिवेशन की बहुत जरूरत है एंड इन दिस वे द क्रूशियल राउंड ऑफ rebuttal we are going to face, and in this round let me tell you all the contestants and judges as well. In this round, each team has secured the right to ask 8 questions to another team, right? You all are aware about this? And respected judges are requested to mark their answer in their team. So, according to the answer, they will respond the number, and each question value is 5 marks. So one question will ask towards the team Tech Walks. First we will give the chance to team Mihir, that is AI Antagonist, and this rebuttal round will be controlled by us with the help of Bell, where we will consider that you are going out of the way and your answers are not as genuine as they should. So we will check you. So please don't mind and try to not divert your answer. Instead of diverting your answer, please come on the track to be reasonable. And to be reasonable and give your justified answer with facts and some news stories you can take. And I am going to allow each of the contestants to take the help of your notes while you are providing the facts. So should we start? Judges, are you ready? So team Mihir, that is AI Antagonist, the first question you will ask to the another team.
I would like to ask question for Pulkit. The deepfake technology is raising the concern that the world have not experienced yet. So what are your opinions about that?
As for the all AI generated images can have at least one watermark that help us to identify security lock and other things that we can find out by AI modules. As for the recent time, PhotoGuard uses different attack method to generate perturbation. So you will think what PhotoGuard is. So this is a tool or a model that is being developed to identify these deepfake AI tools. And also some deepfake detection technologies embedded digital watermark in video and audio so that user can identify our Google Synth ID, Meta stable signature and many more. I hope that I was able to answer your question. If you have any query, you can ask.
So, if we have these methods to identify the deepfakes, so why are the concerns trending in the homepage of newsletters? As like we have seen the cases of actress like Kajol, Rasmika and Katrina where their deepfakes were going viral. And we have lots of examples where deepfakes are spreaded over the internet.
You haven't heard it right. I am saying these are the modules that are going in a work in the near future.
So, if the modules will be developed in the future, then you don't think there will be some modules will be developed to bypass the systems? I will give you an example. If I have created a homework from ChatGPT, the college has some tool which is called Turnitin, which identifies the AI score and tells that it is created by AI. But there are other deepfakes like WordPress. Some deepfakes, I have the data, I will tell you later. That these apps, these modules and AI bots can help to reduce that AI score. And these types of AI bots can be created for the same case.
So, as you said, you already give the example that when we face some problem, the human creates its solution.
If you want to do a bad thing, you will do everything to bypass that.
Sorry, can you repeat? I didn't get it right.
Next, please. Next question.
So I'll be asking question to the captain of the opponent team. So as human is the one who is greedy, he is the one who is selfish, and he is the one who want to dominate over other living beings. So how can you justify the robot are the one who can subjugate over humans? Robots are the one who will subjugate over humans.
So I will explain you the answer with an analog. As we know that we humans are evolved from apes, animals, and now we are continuously striving on that animals that some animals have reached up to the point of extinction. As history repeats itself, the same goes with us. We are creating AI, and in future when AI will be more advanced, the AI will exploit us in the same way.
My dear opponent, why are you going in the wrong direction? See, even if the climate had changed, we had evolved. Dinosaurs died, but we were the one who had evolved. So in this category as well, in the world of AI, why are not we able to adapt that AI? We will be able to. We are not going to extend in that way.
Because AI is more intelligent than human being. Let me tell you, all the previous technologies that we have adapted to, they requires human interaction in any way. Either it is internet or steam engine or anything. But this AI does not require human interaction at all. One person is required to create one AI, but this one AI is capable to create 5 such more AIs.
See, what I want to tell you here is that here the ChatGPT is that we will be using, or the AI that you are talking about. If we know that we had made the creation, and the creation never be created.
Hello. I would like to ask my question from Shivanshu. In your speech, you have said about benefit of AI in healthcare sector. Let me give you an example. Norwich Medical School has recently researched on the world's smallest AI robot of less than 1 millimeter, and which was used to inject vaccines in even the crucial parts of the body. However, it was found that it started to replicate itself and cause internal cancer in human body. Let me give you another example. In 2020, an AI-powered chat box from Google was found to be giving wrong medical advice that was potentially harmful to users. Next, you have said in your speech about benefits of AI in agriculture. So let me give you some facts. According to National Sample Survey Report of 2022, 60% of Indian population that is engaged in primary sector does not know how to use computer. 75% Indians cannot send email with attachments, and you are talking that they will use AI in their agriculture. Next, you said that, as you have mentioned, that you will use AI to make your life better. But what about others who will use it to make your life bad?
See, as you are talking about the agriculture field, you are talking about the data of 2017, or you are talking about the past data. But listen, in the present time, every individual is able to use smartphones or code. See, that app that I have told you, AI-based app, these are the applications, and these work through cameras. And I can tell you a name of one AI-based app, that is Kisan AI. It has voice assistant, and it can give answer to your question or the image you have clicked from your phone of the crop. It will give you answer that what the crop is damaged, by which pest or by which disease it is damaged.
My friend, firstly listen to the question carefully. I have clearly mentioned that according to National Survey Sample Report of 2022. And next thing, as you are saying that now everyone knows how to use mobile, so let me give you more precise data that as of 2022, India has the literacy rate of 77%. This means that 23% people of India did not know how to write and how to read. And 75% of India cannot send emails with...
See my brother, as per the COVID times, the people do not used to trust UPI payments or scanners. But nowadays, every small shop has UPI payments. But listen my answer. See, nowadays, every small shop has UPI or scanner in the form of online transaction. In that way, in the field of agriculture, everyone knows how to use smartphone, and the app I am telling to you, they are AI-based app. They work on, they are available on Play Store, and they work on voice assistant. If you are in 10 different languages.
My friend, firstly you are diverting from the topic, and second thing,
second question.
So now I would like to question Kunal. So do you believe that addressing the concerns about dark sides of AI, such as potential for autonomous weapon and network manipulation, is a reason of completely dismiss of the potential benefits it offers?
So firstly, I will give you an example. At a top robotics company in Japan, in January 2023, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 human scientists in the lab, and they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots and took apart the third, but the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself, and even more strongly than before. So if the robot have that much power, so how you can stop them?
First of all, I had asked about the AI, not a robot. And if you
so robot is also the part of the AI only.
See, robots are the matrix level of AI that we are talking about. And if AI is able, if that type of AI that you are talking about is making some mistakes, then it is because of the algorithm which has been misinterpreted. To reduce these types of things, we can actually modify the AI system and build a perfect algorithm for that. As AI works in the system of algorithm and it will be instructed. If it will be instructed right, it will be commanded properly, it will work upon it.
If you're talking about the data, the AI system works on the data. And the data is biased and discriminated. And I can give you the examples also.
So here, my dear opponent, you are wrong. AI can make a perfect decision. He is unbiased unless like in humans. Humans have the tendency to be in part of someone. He is the one who can be biased. But machine, if you had installed some decision to it, it will definitely work into that statement that had given to it.
So my question is that the data which we will put on that AI, from where it will come, it will the data which exists on the world right now, and the data is biased. And I can give you the examples if you...
Okay, you can.
No, yes, ma'am. He is telling.
They have to answer, no? See the answer? No,
he have to answer.
Now, 1 minute.
In 2019, it was discovered that the AI system used by Justice Department was biased against black people. And it can seen on the world also that the white people oppress black people. So that same data was put on the AI. So the AI work on that data only.
See, again, my dear opponent, I will tell you that the data you are talking about is of 2019. And currently AI had been modified a lot and it has made a lot of reformation are always there. If AI is doing that, AI is misinterpreting something at a certain level, it can be improved, it can be modified in the future. And definitely, in the future, it will give you a better result.
For your kind information, the ChatGPT has completed 1 year of its invention in today, on 30 November. So you can't say that it has come from many times ago.
See, in the starting time of your question, you were asking about the robot and now you had came to ChatGPT.
So, robot is also the part of AI and ChatGPT is also the part of AI only.
Let me tell you, ChatGPT is one branch of AI and there are several apps that are working on the system
My
of
question
AI.
is that ChatGPT comes in AI or not?
Yes, definitely it comes.
So what is the topic? What is the unintended consequences of AI?
A developer never think of developing something that will discriminate. He only visions something and treat his invention as his child.
So what you can say about that data I have given to you? First you give the answer of my
That was the previous data and if you see right now...
It is not previous data.
It is of 2019.
I can give you all recent examples also, if you want.
You can. But still you have to consider one thing, that innovations are the part of journey whenever you are developing AI.
But if you come at AI, this innovation is different from the other innovation you have mentioned.
See, if AI is doing certain mistakes in certain places, it can be modified in the future and it will be very beneficial in that respect.
But AI is intelligent enough to operate by itself. It does not need any human.
See, risks are everywhere. Risks are associated everywhere. In every technology, there are risks.
Can you give some example of the technologies?
Of course, if you see the...
I would like to ask question for Sania. According to your speech, you mentioned that job displacement is a short-term process. Can you elaborate? Job displacement is a short-term process?
Yes, of course. See, whenever there is a development in certain places. I had taken the example of steam engines, or you can see the innovation when the industrial revolution had came. People first started in the primary sector. Even now, huge population of India is working on the primary sector. But later, as industrials had produced, people went into the industrial sector, and then they had produced in the modification. Even in industrial sector had came, people learned how to evolve in industries. Even if I consider the data of currently, the population of India, about 47.8% of the population is accommodated in the primary sector, but it has a total contribution of GDP in GDP is just 17%. If you see the contribution of tertiary sector, it is many more. Now, dear opponent, you are not listening to me.
I actually know what you are going to say, so I am preparing my answer.
Okay.
So firstly, you are comparing steam engine to AI. Steam engine do not have their own brains, and AI has. First of all. Then, you are just starting your theory. I want the facts. Firstly, I would like to present my facts. AI, according to a report of BBC News, AI could replace jobs equivalent to 3 millions. And there are different studies which are done, and they say that job is displaced. Suppose, according to you, job will be not displaced. Let me complete. Firstly, you are saying that job will be displaced. I am saying that job will be not displaced.
Job definitely will be not displaced, but they will be transformed in one form to another, and there will be a perfect economic balance.
According to Forbes, the study surveyed more than 800 companies that collectively employs 11.3 million workers across 45 countries. And it was found that 69 million new positions will be created by 2027. But, a big but, there 83 million jobs will be displaced. 83 jobs will be gone, and which led to the net loss of 14 million jobs.
See, I also have a data, but before that, let me tell you one thing. I have already mentioned that there is always a transformation in data, and overall there is an economic balance. If people are developing in one side, in the other hand they are progressing in the one field as well. And if I talk about the data that I had about 54% of the people who are engaged in this sector of AI, they remain unchanged. Means their jobs remain unchanged. And the transformation or the modified are of 25%. People who remain undefected or unaffected are 9%.
So what is the summary? You are saying that job will be not displaced. I am saying that job will be displaced. Is it right? Is it right? So what scenario we should take? We should take the worst scenario. If job will be displaced, then where will the people go?
See, job will never be displaced. It definitely will transform from one form to another.
Please, ma'am. From where the food will come in their homes? Simple point.
See, as I told, there will be an equal balance. If people are developing themselves to prepare for the future.
My point
AI had came right now. Nowadays, people, the youth of our country are preparing or learning ML or machine learning, artificial learning. They are learning so that whenever AI will evolve or rapid change, they will adapt themselves in that particular growth.
So, this was my point, that we can take bad scenario.
They questioned us. We questioned them.
No problem. That is the problem of judges. Na? If you are not getting answers, the problem is not yours.
I have my question for Priyanshi. Actually, you talked about data loss. Can you ensure the protection of data without AI? Let me start with an example. India suffered second highest data breaches with 450 million records being exposed to all the unspecified third parties. What's the news on this? And this is with the help of AI too. First of all, I would like to tell you, if there is an AI which is causing the data loss, and secondly, the AI till now is not only responsible for data loss. Data loss were before the invention of AI too. And if you say that AI has increased the data loss, then we could use AI for the prevention of data loss too. It
upon us depending how we use AI. Either it is for data loss or preventing data loss. It's all about finding that sweet spot, my dear. If you are talking about the preventions that can be used by AI to limit these things, so why have it not been used to prevent the data losses?
डियर स्टूडेंट्स, हम सबको पता है धूप हो रही है, हम भी धूप में हैं और कंटेस्टेंट भी हैं। हमारे स्कूल के जितने भी डिग्निटरीज हैं, सारा मैनेजमेंट धूप में ही है। ऐसा नहीं धूप में सिर्फ आप लोग हैं। और आज इन बच्चों ने पूरी रात भर अपनी तैयारी करी है। उनकी आवाज से तुमको लग सकता है कि किस हद तक तैयारी की होगी उन्होंने। एंड दे हैव ऑल द रिसर्च पेपर्स, सारे कंटेंट लेके बैठे हैं और तुमको ऐसा लग रहा है कि तुम्हें सिर्फ धूप लग रही है और ऐसा फील आ रहा है कि तुम्हारे लायक है ही नहीं डिबेट। ऐसा लग रहा है तुम इस डिबेट को सुनने लायक नहीं हो। यू आर नॉट अ गुड लिसनर। तुमको प्यास लग रही है, तुमको धूप लग रही है, तो क्या तुमको साल भर हमने यही बिठाया था? वी आर वेटिंग फॉर दिस क्लाइमेट, वी आर वेटिंग फॉर दिस वेदर। जब वेदर फेवरेबल होता है तो हम ये आउटडोर वाला जो एक्टिविटी है उसको करते हैं। इतना प्यारा रिबटल राउंड हुआ, इतना प्यारा स्पीकर्स ने बोला, आपके एक अप्लॉज की ताली आप लोग नहीं बजा पा रहे हैं। इससे बड़ा दुर्भाग्य हमारा और कुछ नहीं हो सकता है। ठीक है, इससे बुरा और मुझे कुछ नहीं लग रहा है। तुम्हें ताली बजाने में तुम्हें बीमारी फील हो रही है, तुमको प्यास लग रही है, सो व्हाई आर यू सिटिंग हियर? यू मस्ट गो इनसाइड द क्लासरूम और आपको पढ़ना चाहिए। आराम से लिखो, पढ़ो। वही तुमको लगता है कि अच्छे एकेडमिक्स की निशानी है, सो गो टू इनसाइड योर क्लासेस। अगले साल से हम लोग प्रिंसिपल सर से कहेंगे कि जो सबसे अच्छा स्पीकर होगा हम डिबेट सिर्फ उसके सामने कराएंगे, क्योंकि हम अपने कंटेस्टेंट की इंसल्ट बिल्कुल नहीं कराएंगे, न अपनी। तो जब रिबटल राउंड चलता है तो एक ये हमारी डिग्निटी होती है कि जो बोल रहा है उसको कम से कम अपनी तालियों से उसका मोटिवेशन करें। और कितना पुअर लिसनर हो आप लोग। अब आपकी अप्रोच ये डिसाइड करेगी कि अगले साल से ये वाला एक्टिविटी बाहर होगा या नहीं होगा। तुमको धूप लग रही है, शायद यू आर मेल्ट हो रहे हैं आप, ऐसा लग रहा है, तो थोड़ा सा स्ट्रांग माइंड होके बैठो। धूप से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है। कोई आप फास्टिंग में नहीं बैठे हो, अभी एक आधे घंटे में सारा समअप होने वाला है। सो हैव पेशेंस, बी पेशेंट।
I would like to ask a question from Nikhil. Please tell me, how can we address the potential security risks and vulnerabilities associated with AI, such as cyber attacks and misuse of personal data? For example, in 2023, Canadian parents tricked out by the scammer who used their son's AI voice and asked them for money.
Yes, we can regulate these things if the government implies the rules and regulations in a proper way. Like you gave the example of a scammer. It was not based on completely on AI.
But the medium was AI. Without AI, he was not able to do that.
Yes, it was that.
No, it
But before the establishment of AI, these scammers were also done. And what you will say about them?
Before AI, the scammers also do that, but they also get arrested. But with this evolving technology of AI, the scammers can use fake voice of him. He can make the fake voice of parents' own son. Let me give you another example. In 2023, a group of people used AI voice and pretended to be celebrity and asked them for money from the company owners to promote their brand. If you are saying that government will take steps and there are some tips to prevent it, so why are we not using them? Millions of such cases are going in current time also.
We can use the AI in our favors, and we can update always. There is a chance for updation. If there is any mistake, then the updation is the best part. And police is using the AI. The AI can be used to detect anything that you said, that fake videos or fake photos. So there are watermarks that AI leaves on the data that it produces. So police can definitely detect it.
Police can definitely detect, but why are they not doing now? Can you give any example of cyber cell catching a fraud who is using AI?
See my question. My question is from Rafika. You said that the word is of humans and it will be of humans. But here AI has been used to amplify the capabilities. But what about the so much positive impact in healthcare, aerospace and education that AI is providing us?
Firstly, I want to tell you my brother from another mother. I have already said that Norwich Medical School has recently researched on the world's smallest AI robot of less than 1 millimeter and found which used to inject vaccines even worse in the crucial part of the body. However, it was found that it has started to replicate itself and caused internal cancer in human body.
See, if there is any innovation or any invention, there is always a positive and negative impact of it. And if there is negative impact, we can update it. And secondly, I am asking about the healthcare, the positive impacts that it is providing. So what you will say about the positive impacts? Like I read an interview of a surgeon. He talked about telesurgery. It means that the surgeons are using AI. The AI robots are providing them 4 more hands to do the surgery in a better accuracy and with better precision.
I think for further information, Aman, my mate, will insist you.
Yes, please.
Firstly, you have mentioned that surgeons are assisting help from AI robots.
Yes.
So I have found little bit data that some of these AIs, due to some misconception, due to some misprogramming, can cause chaos. You know, human body is very sensitive. Yes. A little mistake can cause death. And yes, there are different cases where this happened. Let me give you an example. In 2020, an AI-powered chatbot from Google was found to give false medical information. If a false medical information can be dangerous, and you are talking about surgeries, a little change can cause death.
I am not saying that AI is doing the surgery. The surgeon is doing, but surgeon is taking the help it is providing them more, we can say that it is providing them extra hands, so that
you are saying that assisting in form of like giving them tools.
Yes.
If a surgeon is using some other medicine and by mistake the AI gave some other medicine, some example for in place of chloroform, the AI gave some other medicine. This can cause something really
yes,
good.
You are right. That the mistakes are always in everything. Like you have built any machine that many industries are using. So humans are made to make the mistakes, and it is very common for any human to make mistakes. And if we set up the machine in a way, then they will never make mistakes.
Firstly, we will not be able to identify who is responsible for the mistake. The AI will be responsible, the doctor will be responsible, the hospital will be responsible, or the company who made this will be responsible.
Yes, the company who made this will be responsible. And after this, they will make make everything with a modification and seeing the previous data and the mistakes that they have already made.
There is a big question mark because the company just created it. Company didn't invent it. Somebody other invented it. Somebody other bought it. Somebody other used it. Somebody allowed to use it in his body. So it is a question who is responsible in this case.
Mistakes are done by human also, not only machine.
But
I am not talking about that. You should listen carefully. I am saying that in AI system, it is designed to operate independently, and if the AI system sees the target, he does not see any concern. He will see the target and he will directly kill the person. So who will be responsible for it?
So there are limitations and ethical guidelines that we can feed on the algorithm that we put on that AI bot or anything machine that you are talking about.
But these algorithms are not fed till now. But because if the algorithm will be fed, what is the use of the AI? The AI is being used by the countries so that it can become powerful. It can be seen as an alternative to nuclear weapons. Because the countries all over the world are investing the money 10 times more because they think by investing in AI they can become powerful and they can use as an alternative to nuclear weapon. So it can be referred to as more dangerous as a nuclear weapon. So you cannot say that it based only on algorithms.
You talk about that machine. Have you any example that a full-fledged machine that is able to kill millions of people is being developed in the market?
When I was giving the example, you said you should not give the example.
See, hypothetical situation can
hypothetical, it is not hypothetical situation. You can check the data and the data can
that's what I'm asking about.
Database.
That's what I want.
Also, I will give you that in the further time, about 3 to 4 months ago, a resolution was passed on the UN. You understand the UN? And in the UN, there are 193 members. And the 5 major countries who are discussing that they should ban on the autonomous weapon. And you are saying that autonomous weapons are not dangerous?
See, something, if we use properly, it can be a beneficial for our society. So it is
not using for properly.
See, I have a question from the opponent team. See, does human have just one birth, and he is superior because of his mind, of his brain, and he has not taken birth just to do mind-numbing toils. So my question is that, as we can see, human and AI, if work together as techno-human, can lead to a better future ahead. So you don't prefer this. What according to you, what is its alternative?
As mentioned by Geoffrey Hilton, in some years, AI will be 50% more smarter than humans. So, will a smart guy want to assist someone, or it will try to get assisted by another?
See, the creator who has created it, the creator has the power to destroy it if it becomes superior. I mean, AI is AI is formed for the secondary purpose. If it becomes the primary one, so the creator has the power to destroy its AI.
Actually, I would like to tell you a new theory. The theory is the black box theory. The theory says that if you have created a AI, then you cannot have alteration in his programmings. If you have give some input, you can extract the output.
You are deviating from your path.
I am not completed yet. You are not listening.
About the data. Tell me about the statistics. Current statistics. Give me my answer. I said I need alternatives. What are your alternatives about AI? If AI will be not there, what will be your alternatives?
So if you are talking about data, AI is actual bias. And in January,
AI is biased in the thing. The data which is fixed in it, it works on it, and through that it creates the decision.
And
I asked about the alternative. As I said, if human and that's the same question, and he is not answering. He is deviating from his path.
I would like to ask, how can we ensure the ethical use of AI and prevent biases and discrimination? Let me give you an example of research. In January 2023, the survey was conducted by Boston University, in which the group of 200 students were divided into two halves. One half was said to use AI tools, while the other half preferred to use conventional methods. After a time of 3 months, it was observed that students who use AI tool, their data was found to be biased.
You are absolutely right. The AI will be biased if the data fed to it is biased. So first of all, we have to put a better data so that it would not bias. Next, let me give you a data that European Union of AI Act. It makes sure that AI system used in European Union are safe, transparent, transferable, non-discriminatory and environmental friendly. Wants to be truthworthy AI.
In G20 summit recently held in India, it was that summit also states that the data AI is using is biased. And let me tell you, always the data will be biased, either intentionally or unintentionally. Listen, the one who is feeding the data in AI will not make the data on the spot. He will use the data of previous 10 years or 20 years or 50 years. And from these past years, the data has been changed in very vast manner. So how can you say that the data will be non-discriminatory, non-biased?
See, my friend, the people who are making the AI will need to definitely. You have heard about the Elon Musk that he has said to slow down the development of AI. He said this because the regulations and rules and regulations is different part. But he said this because the data was anonymously given to AI, and it was not make sure that what the data is given to AI. So I am saying that if we want to make the AI accurate, then we need to make this process very slow. AI is fast, but we need to make it slow and feed the data according to the unbiasedness and anything that we can make.
If you are expecting that AI...
So my question is for Priyanshi. IBM's pair Geoscope helped a lot in disaster management, and developing it furthermore will only increase the safety of mankind from disaster. If we will not develop it more, and can you give another alternative that help us in alert about these kinds of disasters?
It can be used against disaster management, and for further information, Mihir will assist you.
If you are talking about disaster management, I have clearly mentioned in my speech that National Sample Survey reports that training a single AI bot can produce up to 3 lakhs kg of carbon dioxide. That is almost 5 times of an emission of lifetime average car. So how can you say that AI is managing disaster, because CO2 is the main cause of global warming. Because of global warming, all 50% of disasters are only caused by global warming, and you are saying that AI is helping to reduce disaster.
How can you relate the AI and the global warming?
I am not relating. You have related by asking the question of disaster management.
No, you are diverting from the topic.
You have asked such question. How can we not answer disaster?
Listen, Mihir, please listen to me. I have asked the alternative that we can use to get alert from the disasters.
Why will we tell you the alternative? You are the supporters of AI.
So I give the example of IBM pairs Geoscope that is helping right now. Can you give the example, like in a primitive time that we got to know about disaster? There are lakhs of reports that says millions of people have been killed by disasters, tsunamis, earthquakes, and many more.
Wait, let me tell you. You are saying that now this AI is used in disaster management. Where it is used, can you tell me some examples? Disasters are increasing day by day, and you are saying that AI is decreasing the disaster. Wait, let me tell you. If our technology is emitting 3 lakhs kg of carbon dioxide in just one single AI, in training just one single AI bot, how can you even say that it is managing disaster? If it is managing one disaster, it is creating 10 more disasters.
My question is for Sania. AI is actually very creative. In the consequences, it is decreasing the creativity of an individual by really helping in cheating and other stuff. So what are your opinions on that?
First, let me tell you, a human core value are never going to decrease whenever we are using an AI for the creativity. And still, if you talk about internet, when internet had came, people also commented on that. People commented that the internet can reduce their thinking capability or their creativity, but still it has not affected them. It is upon the person how he or she is using that particular AI or any type of internet. Also, if I tell you about creativity on that particular instant, if you are getting any small information about anything and you want to know about a lot about that, then from that particular information, you can search that particular information to the AI and it will give you a tremendous knowledge. And from here, the creativity is yours, but the answer that you are getting are from AI. And this will definitely it will definitely increase your information and your knowledge will be broader in this way.
You said that AI gives really good answers. I also agree with that, but not in every single time. According I have a data related to it.
It works on the data which is fed in, and it works with full its productivity and gives an enormous results.
But you are really mentioning in a high voice that AI is giving good data. You have just said.
Yeah, of course it is giving.
If it is giving good data and bad data also, so how can we judge? We will blindly faith on it that it will give a good data.
First of all, let me tell you, my dear opponent, you are speaking on my favor as AI gives productive data.
I am saying that if AI is productive, then it will decrease the productivity of human, eventually leading to job displacement.
See, creativity here at very point we are just using creativity. We are using the creativity of AI to amplify ourselves. We have our own creativity. We are having our own thing that.
But what will we do with our own creativity if the jobs of creative fields are taken by AI already?
See here, very crucial thing is we are using AI for the secondary purpose. The people who here we have to understand, if AI had came, we have to revolve ourselves, we have to adapt, we have to make ourselves very adaptive to the AI. Becoming AI will replace the job, but we have to understand from where, how we can skill up, how we can make ourselves. First consider the example of Nokia. Nokia with the time doesn't innovate itself. It was in a keypad phone, and later on when the smartphones came, it was never able to adapt themselves. And with the flow of time, it doesn't update themselves, and that's the main reason. If you are not able to update yourself with the flow of time, you will be lagging somewhere behind.
It means you want to update yourself, but you can create another thing which will replace you.
No, never. No one can replace you. This is the world of humanity.
It is defined. After this topic, we and the audience will also agree that there is a lot chances that AI can replace us.
We have to focus on human and combination of humans and artificial intelligence, which will bring a humanitarian, which will be benefited for the humanitarian purpose.
There is no middle ground. It will really replace or not replace. There is no middle ground. Let me give an example. If you will see any singer, composer.
See, I have a question from my opponent team. See, if we are going to hospital in Khatima, take an example of hospital in Khatima. So, if there is a major problem or the major disease, so they refer us to Bareilly or Haldwani for the further operations or something else. So, if they refer us to another place and the doctor didn't came in time, so what can we? As I am favoring AI. So AI can help in these situations. So what about the alternatives? What are your alternatives on these? If doctor got late for the operation, so what are the alternatives that you can do?
Firstly, please tell me, my friend, in the hospital where doctors are not available, from where will you available AI in that hospital?
There was a case in Bareilly. The doctor was coming from Delhi and it took 24 hours to him to reach the doctor.
Don't talk about hypothetical.
Yes.
Give me a practical example that doctor is not present and AI has successfully operated the operation.
Yes, I have an example, and it is called telesurgery. It is this, that the AI, the doctor will be anywhere, and first of all, listen, the complete system, complete AI management is necessary in that hospital or in any field that in that hospital. So I am giving an example of telesurgery, which was done at Manhattan, France, and it was done at a hospital which was on Strasbourg at France only, but they were very distant apart, and the surgeon did the operation successfully.
First of all, your participant has started the example with Khatima, the remote areas. Do you think that whole AI-based hospital will be created in Khatima nowadays, it will take decades of time.
Yes, it will take. And if the people like you are there who are opposing AI, it will take more and more of time. 50 years it can take, many decades it can take if they are people like you.
In decades and decades, you are saying that it will take the time of decades. So after such time, AI will be so dominant to human that human will not present. Clearly it has written that we know what we are, but not what we may be. So how can you predict that in decades there will be hospital in Khatima that will be completely based on AI? Why are you talking in hypothetical situation?
I am not talking about the hypothetical situation. Every example that I gave was real. And now, let me tell you that if you are saying that about the future, that will the Khatima will be having any tools like AI or not, so it will be having. And we have seen the example like in the past time, like you can see the example of 10 years before, there were not such many things in Khatima that are present today. Before we need to refer to Haldwani or some other parts for simple and simple diagnosis or test.
So you are saying that after decades there will be complete AI hospital which will cure person without doctor. So
no, not complete. It will be there, but it will take time, and I am not saying that any exact date.
Let me give you an example. Bina 48, it is a robot which was made to do friendship with human. But in an interview, she says that if she can trace nuclear power, she will enslave the world. Let me give another example. Android robot made by Philip K. The robot says in interview that he will keep people inside zoo. Now, the very well-known robot Sophia, who has made for friendship to people, has said in an interview that she will destroy human race from the world. So, what is the guarantee that the AI robot you are making will treat the person 100% safely?
See, first of all, you are not answering to our questions. We have asked the same question 3 times and you have not answered any of the time. The main question is that, is there any alternative that you can provide for such development and innovation?
Doctors are the alternative itself. If you are talking about when the era where technology is such developed, so why there will not be doctors present at that time?
There will be doctors present, but see...
doctors present, what is the need? What is the need to take such a risk to use AI for any surgery? Doctors are already present.
I told you earlier in my first statement that amplification is there by AI and it is not doing itself everything.
Why should we take risk if doctors are already present in the hospital?
See, there are many examples where people were, there are many examples of death because of the lack of doctors. We have seen many examples, my personal examples are, many are there, which are due to lack of doctors and lack of proper infrastructure. And if AI is deployed, AI will be helping in saving more and more lives.
If you are telling that you have enormous examples, we have also provided you enormous examples of how AI is degrading healthcare of India. We have provided you many examples of how AI is creating cancer, how AI is giving wrong advice to people. And I am not understanding that if doctors are not available, how will AI be available?
See, this is the thing that you are not able to visualize. AI will be in such a way that, first of all, you are not able to visualize the actual potential of AI, how it will be helping. And if I give the example, have you ever visualized the X-rays that your complete body posture, your complete bones will be available if a person says 50 or 100 of years ago, have never visualized it. But now it is possible. It is due to the science, physics, biology and chemistry. Everything is possible and it will be possible.
Because in X-ray, we need human interaction. A machine can't do X-ray by its own. It needs X-ray. It needs a person to operate X-ray machine. But AI did not use human interaction. It is completely based on itself.
You have not till now given an alternative.
You also don't give us the proper example.
So, in this way, this debate has come to an end. And the last part of this debate is the conclusion part of the team. So I would like to team leader to sum up the complete debate and still make sure the statement which they are favoring or speaking against the motion. And judges will mark on the basis of the conclusion, and they can get marks from 5 marks because one question is deducted from the 8 questions. So 5 marks will shift to the last sum up round. So who is going to come? Okay, Sania will come first. So please give a huge round of applause for the Team Tech Walks Sania.
So good afternoon everyone. As you had came and end of this debate, I hope you got a complete idea about what are the topics is against and what are is in favor. But I will still stuck to my words that AI has the potential to make a revolution in the entire world. Now, let me conclude my speech by the help of the team name, which is Tech Walks, in which T stands for technological advancement, E stands for economic growth, C stands for comparative risk are lesser in AI, H stands for human oversight and ethical guidelines, V stands for versatility in AI field, O stands for opportunity creator, and lastly, X stands for X-Tech, which is directly a technology which will improve the human experience. Now lastly, I would like to say that AI will definitely improve our capacity, our productivity will definitely increase, and definitely there will be a new future, and we will have to adapt ourselves to the future which is going to come. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we have come to an end, I will definitely say that yes, the risk of unintended consequences are too high in AI. These AI chatbots violates the GDPR rule, which clearly means that they are violating your privacy, and that's why they are banned in the countries like Italy. Talking about biasness, we can see the biasness of AI in every possible sector. There is no accountability in AI. We can prove it by enormous examples already given by my team. So the main question still arises: who is responsible for the ungraceful actions taken by AI? At last, I would like to say that I will repeat my sentence again, that how could we emphasize the matter that even is the ultimatum for human existence. At last, I would like to conclude my words by saying that if this goes like this, the day is not so far that AI bots are sitting here in place of us and debating on the topic human existence. Thank you very much.
I request to our judges, please come on the stage and declare the name of the winner team. I know it is going to be very hard for them to take the decision, as all did well. And we have also selected the best auditors, and we will declare their name later. So I would like to pass Mr. Kailas, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. As you saw, this was totally a technical topic, AI, ChatGPT. So means what I have observed throughout all the debates which held from, means this was the third in that continuation. So what I observed that means what matters ultimately in the debates means you should have a solid foundation of knowledge, means then you can counter the opponent's questions. Means what I observed that the introductory round was good, everything was, because that was prepared. But when the turn comes in about means the questioning round, so that demands means you should have the expertise, means you should have at least research. So we will get that nail-biting finish. But overall, this debate based on the ChatGPT was fantastic. Means what I observed. Have a huge round of applause for both the teams, for the Team Tech Walks and Team AI Antagonist. And as what I seen, that it is difficult to counter the scientific evolution, because it is the but natural that human being is means that is made to be means to do the improvement, the further improvement, to do the update, to do making ourselves updated. That is our natural instinct. Means that's why we have created ourselves from a unicellular to a multicellular species till yet. Means we started our journey from amoeba. Okay. Means if you will read the human evolution theory, means we started from the amoeba and now we are at the human being. So that instinct is within us. So it is really tough for the team AI antagonist. Antagonist means जो उसको enemy हो उसका, जो उसके oppose करे. तो ये बहुत difficult है कि आप artificial intelligence जैसे या scientific evolution को आप counter कर सको. ये बहुत difficult है एक ऐसे दौर में. लेकिन उसके बाद भी despite that what they have performed, that was amazing. That was really amazing. So we saw a really nail-biting finish, the nail-biting competition between both these teams, and now it's the time to announce the result. So as we saw that the total means first was the introductory round. So the Team Tech Walks got 45.5 out of 50. Have a huge round of applause. I will declare the total result as well. And the Team AI Antagonist means wasn't got the weightage, and they had the weightage. During that they achieved 46 out of 50. Means there was the difference of half mark. And when came the rebuttal round, so again I have told you that it is difficult to counter the evolution, and that was the mainly the game-changing part of this competition. So the rebuttal round, out of 35 marks, the Team Tech Walks got 22 marks, 22 out of 35, and the Team AI Antagonists got out of 35, sorry, out of 35, the 17 marks. So the overall and the last round was the conclusion round, in which both the team got the 5 marks. So the total score is of Team Tech Walks, according to me, that is 77.5, and of Team AI Antagonist is 71. So according to me and my judgment, the Team Tech Walks is winner, and the rest Sarjeet sir will announce. Okay, and according to my colleague and the second judge, Honorable Judge Sarjeet sir, according to him, the Team Tech Walks got 42 marks out of 50 in introductory round, and the Team AI Antagonist got 43 out of 50. Means in the same scenario, means they was in a weightage. Have a huge round of applause. It is difficult to counter the scientific evolution. Means to go against the AI, it is difficult. And the rebuttal round, out of 40, the Team Tech Walks secured 30.5. Means the conclusion round is also involved in that. Out of 40, they got 30.5. And the Team AI Antagonist got 23.5 out of 40. So the total score of Team Tech Walks is 72.5, and Team Antagonist is 70. 66 and a half. 66 and a half. So the same result is there. So I announce that Team Tech Walks is the winner and Team AI Antagonist is runner-up. Thank you so much for the performance which you have showed. That was really amazing. Nail biting finishes. Especially I would like to appreciate the team, opponent's team, because it is difficult to counter the scientific topics like that. Okay ma'am, now over to.
Thank you sir and thank you judges.
I am not talking about hypothetical. I am talking about real.
So AI did his treatment?
See, I am questioning to you that what are your alternative in this situation. I am not talking that what AI did in this situation. I am questioning to you and you are anti-questioning to me. You are questioning to me.
AI has good impacts, but we are talking about bad impacts. AI has lot bad impacts.
But I am asking to you what are the alternative in this situation. You are deviating.
Give me any example of your hypothetical theory that doctor is not present and AI bot has
this case is from Bareilly.
Let me complete.
I would like to pass to the